So it's a mixed bag, isn't it? I'm going to talk to Scott Driscoll, though, because the one point that was made in the introduction here today, the perception among small shopkeepers is that Woolworths and Coles are out to crush them, to eliminate the last vestige of opposition, or competition rather, which I think they're numbering about 20% of the outlet strength across Australia, the small independents now. And Woolies and Coles have got a huge 80%. Scott Driscoll's on the line, Executive Director, Retailers Association. He's actually in Sydney today. G'day, Scott.
G'day, John. Fundamentals
here, and let's go cut straight to the chase. What would it mean to the corner stores?
John, look, a lot of the people in the southeast and in the Gold Coast area that do have those top-up and convenience stores, a great majority of their revenue is generated outside the standard trading hours. So this would have a severe impact on them if it got through and wipe out a lot of them.
Well, it's not just little corner stores, is it? Because these days you've got the big chains, which are basically corner stores under one name, one banner right across the country, like Night Owl, for example. How would it impact on them?
Well, mate, you say Night Owl, I'd say IGA,
IGA?
Those sort of guys. They're all independently owned family businesses that reinvest into local communities right across the country. And these people vary in size. They can be a little convenience store, or they could, in the case of a super IGA or a big Foodworks, be the size of a Coles and Woolworths and go head-to-head and really stick it to them on pricing competition.
Yeah.
So this, as you said at the outset, and I think comments made on a blog site, this is, still waters run deep. You've got a lot of issues under the surface here. And one of the big things that people need to be aware of, if you ask somebody the question, would you be able to do anything whenever you like, or including shopping, people mostly, without thinking, would say, yeah, give me that convenience.
Sure, of course.
Not thinking about the consequence that if competition goes, you'll pay a hell of a lot more down the track, and that's what this duopoly are masters of, wiping out competition and fixing prices.
Yeah, operation of those, even those national lines of, as you say, family-owned businesses, they would find it, marginal at best, wouldn't they, the future?
Oh, absolutely. These people, and we represent thousands of them right across the country, and many hundreds of them down around the Gold Coast where this is happening. They do provide very great service, and the Gold Coast has been built on those independents, quite frankly, over many decades. And margins in grocery are very, very skinny, and that's why, the Coles Woolworths duopoly, they will make a massive loss. No, make no mistake, they will make a massive loss by opening those sorts of hours on the Gold Coast if they get it through, but they'll offset that against what they might be earning in Canberra or Cabramatta or Perth, whatever. Local family-owned businesses can't do that. It's got to be sustainable, and they built their businesses under the current goalposts, and this is a money grab to get as much as Coles and Woolworths can. Damn the competition, damn consumers. Let's get what we can.
There's another point here too in this in these comments in the paper, and this is from another contributor who says, don't start complaining about the cost of groceries, as all that extra lighting, wages, security, etc. is going to be passed on to the customer.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're going to open these shopping centres, and the people that fund these applications on behalf of the supposed community interest, which frankly isn't there, are the major retailers and also the shopping centres. And those shopping centres have you by the short and curlies if you're an independent retailer, because basically you'll be locked in then to opening into the same hours if the majors open, or they say it's voluntary, but if you don't, people's shopping patterns change and you've lost consumers anyway. So they'll pass those costs on. You'll have small independents who know it's not viable. You'll have the big guys who can offset the losses against something else somewhere else in the country. This is, by all accounts, simply the 80%, as you said. There's only 20% competition in this country. It's unprecedented in the Western world. You go to the UK or the US, and Coles or Woolworths wouldn't be allowed legally to have more than 25% market share. It's out of control here, and this would be a further nail in the coffin.
Scott, if it got up on the Gold Coast, how long till it would be rolled out across the rest of Queensland and Australia, for that matter?
Look, each state's different in their trading hours laws, John, but if we look at Queensland and certainly North Queensland, there would be nothing stopping, the front organisation for Coles and Woolworths, the NRA, putting in an application like this, in Cairns. Frankly, they love precedents. They love being able to... These are just cut and pastes, John. They don't get too creative on these things. Those guys can afford to throw a lot of money at it, and if some of it sticks, and if they get, extensions here and there, they're happy. They can drive competition out that way over time.
Good to talk to you, Scott. Thanks for your help today.
Thanks, John.
Executive Director, Retailers Association, Scott Driscoll, 18 to 1.